Hello, my name is Matthew Day. I'm one of the UAL short course tutors. I'll take you through the various steps of completing the graded award and explain what you need to do, what you're marked on, the best ways to photograph and present your work, and how to upload and submit your work for the award. The graded award in colour tests your ability to explore mood and interpretation to create a sophisticated image. To complete the graded award in colour, you'll need to create a drawing that effectively records a subject from observation. You can choose to make your drawing using pastels or oil pastels, coloured pencils or pens. The drawing should be on A4 or A3 paper, and you might want to use coloured pastel paper or plain white paper. The choice is yours. You'll need to choose a subject from a small selection, such as a bunch of flowers, a view from a window, an interior. When selecting your subject, think about how the subject will allow you to demonstrate your drawing skills. Ask yourself questions and reflect on your setup. How complicated is a subject to draw? Consider your viewpoint and the composition, and how your subject fits on the page. Consider the colours that you use. Are you aiming for naturalistic colour, or are you trying to create something that's more expressive? Remember to take photographs as you go through the process so you can select and submit an in-progress photograph. We mark your work based on 3 distinct criteria: observation and interpretation, materials and techniques, and artistic intentions. For observation and interpretation, we look at how you've captured the subject matter and how well you've used colour to both depict what you see, but also how you've created mood. One of the best things about using colour is that it allows you to create an atmosphere, and this can really help you create an artistic interpretation of your subject. You might want to use bright colours with strong contrasts to create a real sense of vibrancy or even discord. Alternatively, you could use a more harmonious colour palette of pastel shades to create a sense of light and calm. How you interpret your subject matter can help you to get higher marks in this grade. For materials and techniques, we look at your ability to control and manipulate materials and use techniques to create an effective drawing. We'll be looking at your practical knowledge of colour theory. Colour theory is a study of how colours work together and interact. Understanding colour theory can help you to blend and mix colours, but it can also help you to understand how colours work together and how you can make colours stand out. Colour theory splits colours into groups of primary, secondary and tertiary colours, and how you use these colours can help you to create harmony or discord in your work. When we're looking at artistic intentions, we're looking at how you set up an image and how you've used colour to create meaning and atmosphere. Artistic intentions refers to a deeper meaning in the work, such as drama, narrative, and message. And it can reveal a personal connection to the work that you've produced. Here we'll be looking at the colours that you've used and whether they have enriched the subject matter. We'll see if the colour palette that you've created gives a deeper sense of meaning to your work. Artists such as David Hockney, Vincent van Gogh, Faith Ringgold and Amy Sherald are all really good examples of artists who use colour to create a deeper meaning in their work and can give you some inspiration. When we receive your drawing, we'll mark it using the assessment grids. We use assessment grids so that everyone's work is marked to the same standard. The examiner will look at your drawing and match it to the descriptors in the assessment grid, and this gives us a mark for each criteria. The marks are then added together and you'll be given a grade for the drawing award at fail, pass, merit or distinction. If you don't get the grade you hoped for, don't worry. Try to learn from your experience and remember you can always try again. In the graded awards, you can see examples of what pass looks like and what a distinction looks like from previous year's work. Both of these drawings are good drawings, but the distinction drawing really showcases the students' drawing skills and their ability to use colour to depict the subject, but also to give a deeper sense of meaning. The use of pencil is refined and the drawing shows confidence with the materials. Looking at the distinction drawing, you can see the attention to detail, the way that light and shadow play across the objects, the range of textures of the glass vase, the flower petals and the stalks. The drawing captures the subtle colours that make up shadows. The colour palette is fairly muted and there's almost a black and white quality to areas of the drawing that allows the green stalks to really stand out. The choice of white flowers show a real ability to control subtlety. The top of the drawing is crammed full of flowers and it gives a feeling of excess and opulence. The pass drawing is well done and there are some really nice elements such as the bold use of line and shape. But the final composition feels a bit flat. It doesn't convey the same energy. It might have been a better idea to fill the page with flowers rather than leave areas plain, as the flowers appear to be floating in space. and this doesn't add to the quality of the drawing. It's so important that you take clear and high quality photographs of your drawings when presenting them for assessment. Remember that blurred or low quality images can result in you receiving a fail grade or your work not being marked. Here are some easy tips to remember when photographing your work to make sure that it gives you the best chance of securing the appropriate grade. Ensure that the work is placed against a neutral background. Avoid harsh lighting that can cause glare or unwanted reflections. Ensure that the camera is still when taking the photograph. And if you're using a smartphone to photograph your work, avoid using the zoom because this can reduce the quality of the images. Finally, check you are happy with the quality of your digital image and that it's a true representation of your work before submitting for assessment. When you're happy with the work and the photographs you've taken, it's time to upload your work and submit it for assessment. You might want to save the photographs you have chosen to submit on a file on your desktop so that you know that you've got all the right information before you proceed. You'll need to submit the following photographs: an in-progress photo of your drawing. Make sure you take several as you're completing the drawing award so that you can select the best one and submit it to us. A photograph of the finished drawing. This should show the whole image, and make sure you take the photograph straight on and not at an angle, and that it is clear and good quality. A close-up photograph of the finished drawing. Take several photos close up and choose the best one to submit. You want to show an area that really showcases your drawing skills and the detail that you've put into your work. And then finally, we would like to see another example of your drawing or artistic skills. And we ask everyone to do this as it helps to authenticate your drawing and the style of your work. It isn't part of the assessment and you don't get marked on it. Check that you've submitted all the evidence required. Maybe ask someone else to check it as well. It can help to have a second pair of eyes. When you're happy with everything, press submit. You'll receive an email saying that you've submitted your work, and after a few weeks, you'll receive a mark and a grade for the drawing award.